Well, hello everyone, and welcome. I'm Rachel Tessman from StampYourArtOut.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Andover, Minnesota in the US, and I'm here to bring you a live special presentation, a box opening of products. We got some new stuff. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, 2026 at 6 p.m. Central Time as I'm coming to you live. So sorry about the miscommunication with my time, by the way. On all of my public calendars, it said 6 p.m. Central Time. And on my private calendar, it said 7. So then I shared with my team in the newsletter yesterday that it would be 7. And almost shared today during my earlier live that it was 7. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this calendar is different. So thank you for coming. I'm so glad that those of you that are here on the live figured it out and you're with me. Those of you that didn't figure it out, you're gonna have to watch the replay. But I didn't want to have people waiting. And hello. It's so good to see everyone chiming in. Okay, so we're going to share some new stuff. This new stuff is stuff that demonstrators can get right now, but people who are not demonstrators can't. So we're going to make you all jealous. And then you're going to say, okay, I can wait, or okay, I better be a demonstrator so I can get this stuff early too. So either way, totally fine with us, but it's fun to look at these things earlier so that all of us can decide if we want to add some of this stuff to our wish list or to our next pre-order or whatever. Yes, so thank you. Some of you have chimed in. I hope you're feeling better. I took a nap after my last live, and then I had a team live right after. I started sitting down on the couch and I just zonked out. I zonked out and got about 2 hours of sleep, and then woke up and was like, oh my gosh, I got to get ready for this live. So I am feeling a little bit better because of that rest. And I'm on meds now. So hopefully no coughing through this live. We'll see. I do have my water next to me. Okay, if this is your first time at my channel, would you please say hello, chime in. And if you're on the live, you're watching live because it's 6 p.m. Central Time where you're at, then you'll want to make sure that you're logged into the Google or YouTube account so that you can actually type in your comments as we go. Otherwise, you can sit back and watch too. After the live is done, there's another comment section. Feel free to comment in both if you'd like to. We have people from Germany. Okay, I guess the cough is going to come back every once in a while. We have people from Germany tuning in. We had somebody from Australia tuning in. This is wonderful. We have people all over the world, and thank you. Who was it? Barbara, thank you. Yes, this is from Sandy Lindsay. She's a team member, and she gave those to me during our on-stage event. So fun. Thanks, Nancy. All right, I'm just going to scroll through the comments. Thank you, Kelly. Oh, you guys are all commenting on my earrings. So this is the this is my little butterfly logo. That's why I think a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, she's wearing her logo. And then Stacy asked a question already. It looks like, oh, she wants to know Susan's stamp set. I already have that one. That was one that we could pre-order. So I've already done another video, and that one there's actually a link to it in the description of this one. We got to order this one even earlier if we attended on stage. So there was a pre-order. They call it Product Purchase Premiere. So Phrases and Frames is Susan's stamp set. And I got a little sticker from her to put on there with her signature. So, and this is actually available in a bundle too. So you can bundle this with some really, really pretty frame dies. Okay, so I'm not going to be sharing all that stuff from that pre-order, but let's go to the desktop. Are you ready? Aloha from Hawaii. I love it. Thanks, Priscilla, for tuning in. Let's go to the desktop. I have been eating and cutting some packaging open, so I found a few crumbs sitting on here. Okay, are we ready? We're going to start with in colors because a lot of you are excited about the new ink pads, the new colors itself. I did a video last week where I showed the Peaceful Pine color, this one here. Susan had loaned it to me because she was a presenter at On Stage, and so I got to get this pad from her, which she had in her possession. And I got samples of the new cardstock, which is why I could do that color sampler video early. These are all the new pads. I have not labeled any of them yet. They come with labels. So on the bottom of the package, you can peel this portion up and away, and then you can take the label that works for you. And I'm just going to put this all back in place here. Hang on. We'll just stick that back down because I'm going to use another one of these, but let's take a peek at how this will work. So when you have your new pad, you have the cover separating from the base, right? Well, actually, this is the cover. The cover separating from the base. The cover has the ink, the base does not. And when I'm using these colors, I want to be able to see right here what color that is. So on this one is where I'm going to put my first label. I'm going to put it on the base of this one. So I'm going to stick it right here. And I'm doing that right before everyone's eyes here. So it might be a little uneven. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so there's where that one's going to sit. And when I take my base away, I still know the color that this is supposed to connect with. But because there's no ink sitting here, it's not like I have to look at this and go, what is that, right? So with another color strip, and I think this was recommended in one of the videos that Stampin' Up did, you have these other, languages. That's what I want to say. This one looks pretty close. I'm going to use the crisp cantaloupe. I believe this would be French. I don't know. I'm not a language major, you guys. But there we go. So I've got my crisp cantaloupe. And on this cover with the ink, I'm going to add another one of these stickers. And I'm going to center that one better so that it's sitting. Oh my goodness sakes, Rachel. It's maybe not centered very well, but it's sitting right there. So now when I'm using this ink without the cap, I can still see what color it is. And we'll just sandwich those together so that the labels connect with the labels, right? And I'll do that with all of my ink pads. And some of you have asked if they fit into the Stampin' Up storage. They do. There's a little bit of, not quite an inch, but I would say like 3/4 of an inch they stick out. But if you'll see over time, when the updated pads come into my holder, they'll look nice and even and everything will look great. So I don't feel any need to get a new holder. I've been told by Stampin' Up that these are going to fit in the Stampin' Up holders. Country Hive, these should fit in theirs too. We tested them out. So no one has to get new holders if you have those, okay? All right, new colors, Crisp Cantaloupe. It's a returning 2013 through 15 in color. That's how long ago this came into play, and they're bringing it back because it's so pretty and popular. It's a beautiful, like coral peachy color, and actually that is my favorite color of roses. So that is one reason why I'm so excited. Green is my overall favorite color in the world because it reminds me of leaves and growing and green and well, green reminds me of green. Anyways, I love green in that aspect. It just feels like a fresh color to me. So I've always been drawn to green things, which is why my room is green. Gold, hello. It's so nice to have a gold in our repertoire. And it's Golden Glow, so it's got kind of a warm brownish yellow to it, right? And then we've got Barely Blush. So, oh my gosh, it's such a nice light, true pink in my mind. It's not too purpley, not too orangey, right? And then we've got Hydrangea Hue, which is a periwinkle, which we've needed. So excited about all these colors. You can also get these colors in ribbons. So now I'm going to bring in the colors of ribbons and we're going to zoom in just a bit so we can see a little bit closer. When you get your roll of ribbon, there's this plastic that goes around the whole thing. There's a couple ways you can open this. There should be like an excess little tab on the plastic, and I can never find them, which is why I always do this other method. But if you can find it, you can take and like peel it and open it. I just go for the quicker method. So I push the ribbon to one side, then I get my scissors underneath just the plastic and I snip, and that's how I quickly get that off of there. Okay, the ribbon is called Bordered Ribbon. So it has this beautiful little edging. Oh, and we're gonna get blurry. This beautiful little edging, hang on the sides. Okay, you can see that. And I think you can. My goodness sakes, why does it have to get blurry? Because we have this white under here. What if we did this? Maybe that'll help. We'll see. Okay, anyways, beautiful bordered ribbon. Can you see that? I hope so. It's kind of got more of a stiffer feel than some of our ribbons, but that makes it nice for tying bows, right? You can have this perfect little bow. You can make tiny ones. You can use your bow maker and all that. So it's a nice stiff ribbon, but it's flat, so it doesn't take up a lot of bulk, and it just has that sheen to it too. So you're gonna love this. This is our hydrangea hue color. We've got it in Peaceful Pine, Crisp Cantaloupe. See, look at how beautiful that peachy color is. Golden Glow, and then Barely Blush. Let's take a peek at Barely Blush on the table. So this was my first choice of all the ribbons, and the reason why, who wrote green is the best? Debbie, yes. High five to green. What is the edging? The edging is kind of satiny in a way. I mean, it's really, really shiny, as you can maybe see without the, let's try zooming. You know, I need to invest in a new, oh, that's better. I need to invest in a new phone. I think that's the bottom line. I have photo issues with my phone. Sometimes I take pictures and they're too dark. Yeah, but you can see that it's got this really, really nice satiny looking edging to it. So pretty. And there's still sheen throughout the middle of the ribbon too. No significant texture, but it's definitely not soft. It's got more like a, I don't know, like you could grip onto it if you needed to, right? Thank you, Colorado Creating. I'm feeling a little bit better right now. I took a nap today. All right, so the reason why I wanted this ribbon first is because you could possibly, because of how light it is, take and add color to it with your blends. So you know how sometimes you want a ribbon in a certain color and it's not available in that certain color? So what if you took your blends and colored it in that color? So you could do that with at least Highland Heather. This is Highland Heather. Okay, I should have put some other color under there. Now we're gonna have that mark there. Let's try it with a color that's not like, you know, really close on the color wheel to pink. So let's try it with, this is Dark Pool Party, and let's see, as this dries, what will it look like? Is it looking pool party-ish? I can still see a little pink through it. So you might have to only do it with your colors that are close on the color wheel, because, yeah, well, we'll let it dry, see what happens. Let's try, this is green, so this is really opposite. Reds and greens are opposite on the color wheel, so we could get a brown result depending. All right, well, it's looking green to me. Maybe the lighter colors are harder to get, but that green looks pretty granny apple greenish to me. Let's set those off to the side and move on to the next thing. Speaking of blends, you can get them in all the new in colors. So if you're a fan of blends markers, which I don't know how you're not, you can get them in the combo packs for Barely Blush, Peaceful Pine, Crisp Cantaloupe, Hydrangea Hue, and Golden Glow. You know what I just realized? I forgot to turn off my notifications on my phone. Eek! I hope we don't get interrupted as we do this. Okay, I'm going to cut open a package of new embellishments. These are not in a suite, but there are a lot of in color products that are in a suite. This one is the in color dots. Look how gorgeous they are. Pearlized looking dots in the new 2026 through 28 in colors, the colors that I'm sharing with you right now. Okay, so you can buy those separately, or you can add them to go to with this one suite. You can add any of this stuff to go with this one suite that I'm going to share with you soon. What else can you get in colors? Well, of course, you can get ink pads, cardstock, re-inkers, all that fun stuff. So here are the cardstock colors. I have this in the 8.5 by 11 packs right now. You can also get these colors in the two-tone. I didn't buy the separate two-tone because there's a variety pack. Hello, Linda. Another product that you can get that is not in this suite that I'm going to introduce to you in a minute is this shimmer paper. Now mine came with a little bit of a damage to it, so I'm going to contact Stampin' Up tomorrow and let them know. The shimmer paper, let's see what it's called. Oh, it's called pearlized paper, not shimmer. Sorry, Rachel. This is 2026 through 28 in color pearlized specialty paper in all 5 colors. Now I want you to pay attention to a lot of these things that I'm sharing because I'm going to offer something in April, okay? Just a heads up. Okay, so take a peek at how pretty that is. It does have quite a pearlized shimmery look to it though, doesn't it? I can't wait to create with this stuff, you guys. Okay, next. Yep, we're gonna use the table behind me because we have to start getting some things out of the way here to make room for others. Okay, now we're gonna enter one of the suites in the catalog. So one of the suites in the catalog includes the in colors, and it is called Bloom Boutique. So you'll find when you have access to the May through August 2026 catalog that you can get your hands on the Bloom Boutique, which features these colors in the designer paper, in a variety pack of 2-tone cardstock, which I'm going to share with you right now, and in some other embellishments that are in the in colors. Okay, so let's take a peek at this. This is our heirloom, what's it called? not heirloom. This is not in the boutique suite. Sorry, this is one more thing that's not in the suite, but you can buy separately. It's called Heirloom Boutique. And this is Heirloom Boutique 2-tone cardstock. So we have the pale, or I'm sorry, what's it called? Barely. Rachel's got to memorize the colors, you guys. It's called Barely Blush. So there's light and dark. Then we have the Crisp Cantaloupe in light and dark. So this is what you'll see in the 2-tone cardstock packs if you buy them in separate colors. Or again, you can get them all together in this variety pack, which is called Heirloom Boutique. There's the Golden Glow. Here is Hydrangea Hue. And here is Peaceful Pine. Now, for your money, it's wiser to get the 2-tone individual packs because I believe, well, first of all, you get white with this one, but overall, you're going to get more sheets per dollar if you get them in the individual colors than in this variety pack. But the variety pack gives you variety. And then you also get 2 sheets of the White Willow cardstock. Okay. Hello, Tanya from Kentucky. Yay, I love it when you guys say hello and post all your things. I know, ooh, ah, on the pearlized shimmer paper. Okay, now we are in the suite. And that Heirloom Boutique, the reason why they're not calling it the 2026 through 28 in color 2-tone pack is because Heirloom Boutique is like a mini suite of scrapbooking products that coordinate with the Bloom Boutique suite collection. Okay, so some of these suites that we carry at Stampin' Up also have like this mini collection of products. They're not, you don't buy them together, but they're like a mini collection of products that you can get to do some extra scrapbooking with, okay? All right, like for instance, this paper, which is full of tiny, pretty printed flowers with gold accent. It's so pretty. So this collection here is also offered on the next page in the catalog where the Heirloom Boutique scrapbooking stuff is, but with a sticker sheet. So let's take a peek at the papers. This is one side with the goldish colors, right? And let's flip them over so you can see the opposite sides. Some Crisp Cantaloupe on the back of that one. And we have some Peaceful Pine. We have Hydrangea Hue. Can you see that little, yeah, you can, that glow of gold. And then on the back side of this one, we have another collection of mini little flowers, which could be an A side, but the only reason why it's not is because it doesn't have the gold flecks in it. But it's like you get another sheet of little flowers. And then we have this one, which has the same patterning as our first B side, but it's just in the Hydrangea Hue color. Dark version of it, light version of it. Isn't that cool? I love when they do the light and darks within. And then here we have Crisp Cantaloupe again. More of a white on Crisp Cantaloupe look then, and it's similar to like this paper here, except there's no other colors except kind of like a silhouette white against the pink. Yeah, so it's really unique patterning, and I think it's going to be fun to do that Bargello technique with, because the print is so tiny, right? So if you saw the video today, you could definitely do that with these papers. Bloom Boutique. All right, and then from that same suite, because I didn't get everything, I can't get everything. I wish I could get everything, but we have some embellishments, extra in color embellishments that I was telling you about. So if you liked these embellishments, you could also get these, and these are like fun little butterfly, well, they're butterflies. They almost have a pearly look, but they're not super shiny like these. So these are called the in color butterflies. You get 2 sizes, all the colors. Can you see that, or am I holding it way too close? All right, so we get white in there too. So there's 6 colors overall. Okay, next, let's put those back into our plastic and go on to, let's check out our ribbon really quick before we go to another suite. So here we have our ribbons, and I would say the deeper the color, the better look you're gonna get. Let me see if I can bring this light closer. Like the darker, right? So if you have a really intense color of marker, even though I used Highland Heather, it's still a pretty dark purple. But this pool party doesn't look too pool party-ish. It looks, I don't know, it doesn't look like pool party, but these two look like the color. So it's an option. With the lighter ribbon, it's always an option. And this is bugging me, so we're gonna get a new piece of grid paper. I can use this for doing my personal projects later. Let's pull off this sheet, pull that out, stick that down, throw my garbage away. Okay, next, let us do another suite. Now there are several suites, and I pretty much focused my products. One more zoom out here. Oh, that's a big zoom out. See my lamp. I've pretty much focused on the suites in this, but there is a bundle that I got, and then there's also 2 other products that I want to show you. So why don't I show you that now? Let's show you the bundle and the 2 other products. Let's just bring those all in. All right, so we have this bundle called aflutter, and it doesn't come like that. I just opened it up like that. Sorry. I actually take my packaging and I put my envelope flap on the inside of the 2 halves, and then I stick my stamp set within. I guess I must have thought I was doing that, and I didn't. So let's take and stamp something, shall we? Let's stamp something. Okay, I've got a stamp that does fit on a block D. So this one, I'm gonna be using it looks like it's this one here, okay? We're gonna stamp that onto some white scrap. And why did Rachel get this bundle? I mean, it's not part of a suite, right? Well, first of all, there's plenty of awesome products in the catalog that don't necessarily have to be part of a suite in order to get. I do love to go with suites though, because everything coordinates really well. This is our new hybrid ink. Do you see that? Hybrid ink in our basic black. We've got a new basic black, yay. And it's a felt pad. We're gonna pounce up and down to get our stamp inked up. And then we're gonna stamp it a couple times. So we'll stamp once. And, oh, of course, I'm gonna use this underneath because it's a new ink pad, a new stamp. Might as well give it some grace here. Let's try this side. And then we'll stamp it again right here. And I don't know if I stamped it in the best place or not, but let's just cut that off because that didn't stamp right. All right, so it's hybrid. What does hybrid mean? Hybrid, according to Stampin' Up, means that we can use it with watercoloring and with blends markers. Because there needs to be a little bit of drying time with this, I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to clean off my stamp. And we'll do that with our Stampin' Mist and our scrub. And I'm going to, you know, this keeps your scrub lasting a little longer. Stamp it onto another piece of paper to make sure all the ink's off, and then scrub it. Now, they did tell us that it will stain a little bit. There's a little bit of staining, but I am all excited about having a black ink that will work with both and is Stampin' Up! Exclusive. Yay! Okay, so this is supposed to take the place of these two. Pull them out. This is the one we've been telling you to use with your blends markers and with basic stamping. It's a water-based ink. Water-based, let's see, what does it say here? Yeah, fade-resistant dye ink. Okay, so dye inks are water-based. This one is the one we've told you to use with watercoloring. So if you're going to pull out your Stampin' Right markers that we used to have, or if you're going to get, you know, paint brushing out and, oh gosh, watercolor pencils, right? So anything with water, we've told you to take out the solvent ink, stays on. But this ink is supposed to work with both. So we're going to be testing that out. I'm going to pull out my watercolor pencils, and I'm going to grab my blender pen, and then we've got some blends markers in our new colors. So let me grab Cantaloupe and Pale. We'll grab these three colors. Okay, so I am going to color, well, these are new colors, so I wouldn't have those in pencils, but we'll just have something close. We'll do Calypso Coral. We'll do, what is that one? Flirty Flamingo? We'll just use some other color combination. Blue, whatever blue is. And maybe we'll just keep it at that. Okay, we'll just use those two colors on it. I don't know why I picked those two colors. I don't want those two colors. I want Coastal Cabana. What is that one? Come on out. Oh, just give it up, Rachel. Just use those. You're thinking too much. This is a live video. We'll just use these. Okay, so you kind of want to let it sit for a while to dry, and then you can come in with your colors and start coloring. Let's use Hydrangea Hue first. My light. And I'm going to put some paper underneath because ink is juicy on blends, especially when they're new, and we always want to have something underneath to soak up any excess. So we'll go ahead and color in a bit of the butterfly. And I don't see any bleeding happening, which is great. Go on this side too with a little bit of that same. And then we'll, oh, I suppose, you know what? I should have just started with the light, because I want the light to go all the way to the end. I didn't plan this out. I literally took a nap after today's live, opened my products, and turned on the live. So you guys are seeing me just think on the spot here. I hope that's okay. All right, let's go back to this color to blend it out a bit, get those darks and lights together. And I did go outside the line a little bit. Oopsie, oopsie. All right, let's try some light and dark crisp cantaloupe. And can you see, I might not be close enough. We'll just zoom in a bit. Here's the light. And so far I don't see, I'm gonna put on my glasses. We'll put on our reading glasses. Well, there might be a little bit of a blend there. So maybe I just had to wait longer. I don't know. We'll see. So we're just going to color in all these other little bits and pieces around the butterfly. It's not the prettiest butterfly I've ever colored. But you get the idea. Butterflies can really be anything, right? Do you hear the birds? We have a window open here in my office. All right, so what do you think? There might have been a little smudgy down here and here. We could do this. We could just do a wipe test. Let's just color through that one. Let it dry. Let's go to, I don't know, let's just do this one now with watercoloring. So with watercoloring, you'll want to color onto your surface. I'm not even getting artsy here, you guys. We're just going for it. Because I want to get that blender. Ooh, I like this blue is pretty. Okay, I got some color on there. Now let's bring in the blender pen and do a little bit of watering through there to see how that reacts to the ink. And maybe, again, we have to wait longer. I don't know. I have to read up on it. Run it on the color until it's clear, or the paper till it's clear. Yeah, I may not have waited long enough. You can see tiny bit of smudging. I'll have to read up on that, but it was fun to play. All right, let's remove the glasses. Does it say on the back side? No, it probably came with some instructions. Wait a little bit longer than I did. Okay, we're gonna punch them out just to try out a new punch too. So this punch goes with the bundle. These are ugly butterflies, you guys. Oh my goodness sakes. Well, that one wasn't too bad, but the rest of them. So, yay! Butterflies. I like that one. All right, let's see if we go like this. Okay, that's good. They're dry to the finger touch after, what, a minute? Okay, let's set that aside. Rachel will play more with that soon. But for now, let's move on to the gel pens. The gel pens are new also. Stampin' Up! Used to carry them a while back, but then we got rid of them, and I'm not sure why. Can't remember, but I do love gel pens. I have my own sets here in the room, but let's try out Stampin' Up's gel pens. Now, we got some education on using the gel pens because we got to try them out at On Stage. And what I love about the education I got was that they did say you have to go slow when you use gel pens. It needs time to roll out the end, on the end of the ball, right? You have to be able to allow the ink to kind of coat that ball as you're writing with it. Oh, it's already on my finger. So as you write, you can't go fast. Don't go fast because then you get areas that aren't filled in. Okay, so go slow. Oh, this is nice, you guys. And that's even faster than I went at convention. I like it. I'm excited. We have a white gel pen. And look how pretty that is. Okay, next. Next. Sweets. That's what I have left for you. I'm going to show you some sweets. This one I want to show you first because look at the embellishments. The embellishments are in my favorite of all colors. OMG, I'm squealing with joy. Look at those pretty colors, you guys. We have Granny Apple Green and Coastal Cabana. Hello! And then this is white. So, and look at how pretty they are. They have like a little glittery kind of, as if there's speckles of, I don't know, flakes of glitter in there, right? They're just so fun. So pretty. You have two sizes in all three colors. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. My favorite embellishment. And this embellishment can be purchased within a suite or individually, like all of our suite products. So if you want to, you can get the Valley in Bloom suite. And this is the paper that's the star of that suite. So let's take let's zoom out and take a peek at this. Oh, the colors in the Valley and Bloom suite are Basic Beige, Blackberry Bliss, Coastal Cabana, Darling Duckling, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lime Twist, and Pretty Peacock. Are they low profile? Let's see here. Well, I think Stampin' Up! Embellishments have gotten more low profile overall. I would not call these low profile. I'd call them average profile, but they're not high. They're not rounded. And you can't see because I'm not zoomed in. Okay, so there, and if I move this away, maybe you can see even better. Can you see that? Anyways, they're not low, but they're not high either. And these two over here, I would say are similar. The butterflies are actually pretty flat. Not super flat, but they're flatter than I thought they would be. So there's no roundness in the middle. I want to say they're all like a 1/16 of an inch high. Maybe less. All right, here's the paper from the Valley in Bloom suite. Okay. All right, so the back side of this one is this one right here. These are Lily of the Valley flowers that star in this suite. And we have this nice bright yellow on the back side. On the next paper, the two sides are these two. Is that, what color is that yellow? All of a sudden I'm blanking. Oh, Darling Duckling, yes. Yes. Last year's in color. Another one, an OMG. I'm so excited about this sheet. This is going to be great for scrapbooking. You know how we have those papers that you can cut into 6 and do really cool cards? Well, it's not perfect for scrapbooking because you have things upside down at the top and things right side up at the bottom. And then you could cut it in half and put the other half on the other side. But this is a whole page ready to create into a scrapbook page. It's perfect for that. Or even wall art. So if you have like a 12 by 12 frame in your house, you can create wall art. You could put photos in if you want to, or you can just make wall art. So this is gorgeous for that. The back side of that, oh good, it's not like I have to have this back side. It's pretty, but I do love this so much, so I'm excited. And here's another one. Now this one here is where you could cut it into 6 pieces, but it also wouldn't look too bad. Maybe, I don't know. Those don't necessarily look upside down. They look like they're kind of framing it like a wreath. So you could use that as a scrapbook page because nothing is significantly up or down on that. Oh, and I have to show you the back side. The back side of that one is, was this basic beige, right? Basic beige. And then we have another sheet. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Oh. And then we have, I'm gonna flip that over because that's in my mind A side. And then we have this one here, little tiny bouquets with the back side of this color. And I didn't memorize the colors because I wasn't paying attention. Lost Lagoon? No, it's not Lost. What color is that? We have Basic Beige, Blackberry Bliss, Coastal Cabana, Darling Duckling, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lime Twist, and Pretty Peacock. Would they consider this Coastal Cabana? It almost looks like a Lost Lagoon or a pool party in my mind. Okay, anyways, there's that. And the embellishments. And then we have this. And I didn't buy the whole suite, but I bought the embossing folder because how lovely is that going to look when you emboss it with cardstock? Gorgeousness. Can't wait. And look how big this is. It's one of our biggest embossing folders. It is 3D, so it's going to deeply emboss. Who wrote that? Jana? Yeah, I am really having a hard time not liking something in this catalog, so I hear you on that. You thought the birds were outside your window? Yeah, I have the window open because we just need that spring happiness coming through. We've been locked up in winter for so long. Now this here is not part of the suite, but remember I told you that there are some suites in the catalog that have another page right after them sharing some scrapbook related products. So I'm going to flip in my catalog. It's something I can't share with you yet, sorry. So we just saw Valley and Plume Suite products. I don't have the bundle. And I did not, let's see if there's anything else. I did not get the, what's it called? Luxe White specialty paper. There's another specialty paper in it. But on the back side, or the next page, there's the Valley and Bloom plus sticker sheet. So you could get the sticker sheet with your designer paper, which is what I did, so that you could then make some really pretty scrapbook pages and all of that. They have like an extra line around them, so they look kind of thick right now, but as you peel them away, you can see that that extra thickness goes away. So there's titles on here, there's strips, there's embellished floral pieces. Okay, now we're gonna move to a suite that has the best paper ever. And that's hard for me to say when we just saw that gorgeous paper. But this paper, even though it's 6x6, is stunning. Let me show you the bundle first. This is the bundle of dies. So this is called Sunset Coast Stamp Set and Dies. Oh, I haven't opened this up yet. So again, I just open those two flaps, put this down inside, and I stamp this onto a piece of paper so I have a guide, and I stick them back in here. And then my dies, I'm going to eventually put on my magnet sheets, and I just stick through like that. Okay, so these are still right now stuck to that really, really strong tape. That stamp, I mean, that's hardcore tape. Let's zoom and take a peek. So these stamps, you have lovely sentiments with 2 different fonts in it. Adventure continues, you brighten my day wherever this note finds you, wishing you a lifetime of joy. And then you've got like happy anniversary, happy retirement, congratulations, water. Because I felt a cough coming on and I might have to still do it. Okay, and then you have like water, like, you know, just a water with a sunset, like you could put the sun right there, and then you could stamp this in a sunset color to fit in there so that it looks like the reflection of the sun on top of the water. So if you stamp this in Darling Duckling, you want to stamp that in Darling Duckling on the water. We have tone on tone type, like you'd want to do maybe a brown or gray or something and stamp this in a deeper or just an extra layer of that same color. You have clouds. You have boats that can go on the water. So pretty. And then with this one, you have like the sun and the rays, but it's within a circle. So you could layer this piece over the top of it, and you could have, you know, like a sunlit kind of background there. This piece could go over the top. And then you could have, oh gosh, I thought they fit together, but I mean, you could still do that, right? And you could have your sun rays coming up from the bottom, or it could come from the top. It could come from the top of the sky, right? That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. I can't wait to play. Super excited about this. You have some seashells. You have birds. You have a circle to cut out your sun. This looks like little fencing, boats, and then there's that arched little guy here, clouds, and a net. All right, you ready to see the rest? Let's show you one of the papers. So one of the papers that you can get is called Sunset Shimmer Vellum. I'm spending your money again, Virginia. I love it. That's funny. I didn't mean to spend your money. But I'm so excited about the things I got. What do you have on your lists, you guys? If you're demonstrators and you already have the catalog in your site, because you can see the virtual copy or you have a physical copy, tell me what is on your list. So this is our Shimmer Vellum, Sunset Shimmer Vellum. Look at that. So 2 colors on top, definitely darkens it because it's vellum is see-through, right? So there's my hand. We have the colors in, I want to say that's Azure Afternoon. Oh, Balmy Blue. Okay, Balmy Blue, Barely Blush, so a new in color, and then one that's just called Iridescent. I know, it's getting louder outside. Maybe I should shut the windows. Oh yeah, that's true. You could pretend you're in a garden and look up at the sky. Is that what you're saying with that one die that we were sharing? Beautiful. Barely Blush is gorgeous. I could see some beautiful little baby cards made with these two colors. Here's the iridescent one, and I can see why. Because it takes on kind of a yellow look or a purplish look, depending on how you turn it. That's gorgeous. It's almost like champagne, almost like Wink of Stella in a way. Some of you are talking about a suite that I'm going to share soon. I do have that. And I'm sorry that it was not available globally. It's just a US product. Let me stick this back in here so we don't lose track of that. But we'll talk about that in a minute, okay? So here, you can already see it. And I haven't even taken it out of the packaging. Do you see what that paper's doing on the reflection of the sun? They have foiling on this paper that makes it look like an actual, like you're looking out onto the ocean. It's crazy. Okay. All right, so here we go. You get in this pack called Scenic Coast, you get Balmy Blue, Blueberry Bushel, Crushed Curry, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and Strawberry Slush. Now, of course, you can see some yellows in there too. You can see maybe some other hints of pink. And like I see Bubble Bath, was Bubble Bath listed? So there are other significant colors in here that you could coordinate, but those are the main colors that it's meant to coordinate with. So this paper is the Scenic Coast Specialty Designer Series paper, the one that I just had because I saw somebody, I think it was Susan, who asked, what's this paper called? This is the Sunset Shimmer Vellum. Okay. Thank you for the reminder to like. Yes, if you're enjoying this video and you are watching it right now, please click the like, the thumbs up. Okay, so in this pack you get 6 different sets of 8. Yes, 8 sheets. So 6 times 8 is 48 sheets. You get 8 of each. All right, let's flip it over. I don't want to flip it over. Look how pretty that is in the reflection or in the camera, you guys. And here's the back side. Still so pretty, right? Okay, are you guys sharing what's on your wish list? Some of you maybe are sharing Silly Old Bear because it's on your wish list. Share also the things that I've liked so far. If there's things that you were going to get or add to your wish list, we'd love to know that too. Thanks, Judy. I am more energetic. I was worn out. So she was saying, you sound so much better than you did this morning. I had a live this morning and I was super tired. I only had like 5 hours of sleep and I hadn't been sleeping well the last few nights. But I had an appointment, a virtual appointment with my doctor, got some meds going today, and I took a nap. So, all right. So pretty paper on the other side too. I don't know which one I can choose. I mean, hello. Gorgeous. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm spending so much time on this just because I want to keep looking at it. Look at that one. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay, and the back side of that is yellow. Woohoo! This is Crushed Curry. This is Crushed Curry. I guess they do list a yellow. Okay, let's try this one. This is a purpley reflection water, like sunset colors or something, right? And on the back side is a purple color. The artists just blow it out of the water with their papers. Stampin' Up! Papers are the best, aren't they? Look at that. Oh, what is it? What do they say? Red skies at night. Red skies in mornings. Sailors take warning. Red skies at night. Sailors delight. I don't know. Oh. I'm convincing some of you to get these things now. Only spent $860 on new. I won't say your name out loud, Cindy, but wow, you spent more than I did. Actually, I don't know, because I did have a pre-order, didn't I? We'd have to compare with my first order I placed. Oh my goodness. I know. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know what else to say. Okay, and then we have this one. I don't even want to make cards with them. I just want to frame them all and stick them on my wall. my goodness. Yeah, Rose is pointing out that there's a stamp image in Susan's stamp set that it's about forgetting your birthday, because she oftentimes sends belated cards, she said. It is not. It's crushed curry that's in the paper, but Golden Glow would work too. I mean, I don't know. I think you could see Golden Glow in it. I can see Golden Glow in this one. So there's that one. That's like reflective on the whole surface of the water, you guys. And then on the back side is a deeper blue. You can't beat Stampin' Up! Papers, right? It's so true. Okay, so that's all I got from that suite. Actually, I think I got the whole suite, didn't I? The bundle, the vellum, and the designer paper. Oh, and the embellishments, which I shared last time, but I'm just going to show them to you now because I just used them on another card today. And these are the embellishments that go with them. So, obviously I like the blue one. I'm using it up. But it goes with this month's Paper Pumpkin. So I've been using it with Paper Pumpkin alternates. Okay, next suite. And I gotta hurry. Okay, let's start with the stamp set and dies. I haven't even touched these yet. I think I still haven't even pulled them out. But we'll do that little tuck thing. That's where our stamps are gonna sit, so it's easy to just grab them and put them away. Relaxing Waterside is the name of the stamp set. It's got a beautiful Adirondack chair that you can do in any color you want. We have dark color, like a dark reddish brown up north, but I've seen people with white Adirondack or gray ones. Like, you can do whatever you want with these chairs. And then of course you could color your book any color. There's a book, there's coffee cup or teacup, or some other kind of liquid in a cup. Have a great birthday, relax, here's to a new chapter, today is your day. And then you have some that are related to Father's Day. You could add them or you could leave them separate so that you have relax, a card for mom, have a great birthday, a card for sister. Like, you know what I mean? It does not have to necessarily be for just dad with the sentiments. You have some seagulls, I think they are, and some grass. And then with the dies, oh, I did open the dies. Okay, with the dies, you have the chair frame that will cut this one out. You have another chair that has two different backings. So you could give it this backing, or you could give it this one. You could have either one to create a new chair look. Jennifer Smith knocked it out of the park with her ideas that she shared it on stage. I was just so blown away with them. So then we have frame dies here, and they cut out images from this. I can't remember. Oh, these are the arms of the chair. So you can add those to the arms. More frame dies. Cattails, cattails. Yeah, so check out her Facebook page. She's sharing so many great samples with us. Okay. Anyways, and we're so blessed to have her and all the other talented people in our Paper Pumpkin Creatives group. I'm trying to create my Paper Pumpkin alternate right now, my exclusive, that's going to go into our bundle collection. Okay, what else do we have in that suite? So we're going to open up the paper. The paper coordinates with this coming month's Paper Pumpkin. Not the one we have right now, but the April one that gets sent out will coordinate with the Waterside Retreat Suite. So let's take a look at some of these. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's Velvet Meadow Suite, Moonlit Flora Suite. I shared with you the other one. What was that called? Beautiful Ordinary Life Suite. When we did the last box opening / peek kind of thing. And now this is our one other suite that we have in the catalog. So I don't have everything, but like all the other suites are great too. Okay, so let's take a peek at these papers. This one obviously can be cut into little card sections or layers for your projects. Let me zoom out. So you can create, little focal points on your scrapbook pages, or you can have individual little cards made from these, or whatever you want to do. Backside is stripes. I do not have the colors that I shared with you yet, do I? Let me share them with you. Gray Granite, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pool Party, Very Vanilla. So on the back side of these little fishy papers. Oh, so cool. So my parents live on a lake. They live in a log cabin on a lake with these kind of trees. They're not close to the lake like this, but this particular picture is so like the image that I saw in a photograph as a kid of a tiny little log cabin that sat on our lake on a little jutted out, like a peninsula. It's now, well, it went underwater as we were aging, growing up, because it was no longer, the island kind of got, anyways, it became an island and then it went underwater and now it's gone. But I forgot what we called it. Anyways, that is just like the picture. So crazy. And then of course you got to have a dock. All of these pictures could be used with what we have at the cabin, except we don't have mountains in northern Minnesota. So I probably can't use that for scrapbooking for my pages from the lake, but I could just put something over the top of it. Here we have waves of water. Can you see that? But definitely I could use those fish. And the bikes are always fun. We did bring bikes to the lake every so often, but there are no bikes up there right now. But these could just be fun for summer. Like, just go bike riding. Some birds in the air. That could be for anything, anytime. And now we have definitely seagulls. So this would have to be not for Minnesota because we don't have those where we're at, but maybe up in Duluth, I should say. Duluth might have them. We don't have them by our lake. At least I don't see them. And then there's like a, plaid shirt. My dad loves to wear plaid. Oh, gotta have the life preserver type things and whatever these things are. They look like keys. Are they keys? Oh, they're like little floaty things. All of these are floaties. And then, some wood. Gotta have wood. And then we have life jackets and paddles. And the back side of that is another, significant fabric look that you see with maritime or sea time or lakeside stuff. Can't wait. And there's one other thing that comes in this suite, and it is still in its little baggie. And these embellishments are super duper unique and fun. They're larger, but they're nice and flat, and they are little anchors. Oh, and I'm gonna have to zoom in because they are just not gonna see them well on my hand. How is that? Does that work? Or do I need to go a little bit closer? That works. Okay, so you can see the pretty silver in them. If I flip them over, they look the same. You could use either side. That's cool. And they're silver. Gorgeous. And I heard people at conventions saying you could make them, at the onstage convention saying you can make them into jewelry, earrings, necklaces, bracelets. Yes, you could. You could buy a whole pack and make some coordinating jewelry. Oh, how can we cut on those beauties? Need to be framed. I know, it's so hard. Stampin' Up! Just really rocks the paper. I have one more suite to show you. Before I do, I just want to point out, isn't she happy, that the Stampin' Up! Catalog is available for demonstrators to see right now on the demonstrator side of the website. If you are a demonstrator and you're placing an order starting yesterday through whenever, the first order you place, you can redeem your free copy, physical copy of the catalog. So now I have one that I got from On Stage. That's this one because you can see it's a little more beat up. And then I have one that came with my order today. So there's another perk of being at On Stage. We do have a bunch of other stuff that is in the online exclusives. Every 2 months, Stampin' Up! Releases new products, and 3 out of those 6 months, it's a catalog. 6 out of those 6 months, it's online exclusives. So every time we release a catalog, there will be a supplementation of online exclusive products. When it's not a new catalog, they tend to have, you can see how one's thicker than the other. This was the March release. This is when we didn't have a new catalog, but nice, like thick, like a good amount of stuff was released. With the catalog, they're not releasing as much online, but they do have new stuff in the online. And what do we have from there? Well, lots of goodies, but I only bought one suite. All right. So the suite is called Silly Old Bear. Silly Old Bear with a D. I keep wanting to say Silly Old Bear. How many of you had baby rooms that you decorated with Pooh stuff, whether it was the new Pooh or the old Pooh? This is old Pooh stuff. And copyright-wise, Stampin' Up, they started working with this product, they started developing it, and then copyright information was made more clear. They discovered that they couldn't release this product to all the markets, but they could release it in the US. There's all these date restrictions and all that. So they continued on with it. There are some products that they've had in other regions, I remember that over the years, that were not available to all. And sometimes that happens. They try to make them available to all, but SU is very apologetic to those of you that are not able to get this, and I'm sorry about that. But I wanted to get it to share with you, because if you're in the US, you can purchase this suite. It's called Silly Old Bear, and it comes with really cute imagery. Oh, that's hydrangea hue, you guys. Oh my goodness sakes. Because Eeyore is hydrangea in here. And there's Tigger, T-I-double-G-R. So how many of you did your kids' rooms, or at least one of your kids' rooms, with Pooh stuff? Because I did. I did Nick's room with Pooh stuff. And then, of course, I always sang to him, "The wonderful thing about Tiggers are wonderful things." That song we know, where he talks about the tops are made out of rubber, the bottoms are made out of springs. They're bouncy, bouncy, trouncy, bouncy, fun, 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 fun. And there's like signatures that were found in the books that the artists then brought into the paper. Pretty cool. But the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. I'm the only one. You guys know that song, right? That's like my favorite. So Tigger is my favorite of all the characters. Look at all that fun stuff, you guys. Scenery. And then little lines of Pooh characters moving along through the woods. Oh, and remember the blustery day. And getting that honey, going up in the air with the balloon. Trying to get Pooh out of the hole of the tree. Very fun stuff. I may have to redo some of my scrapbook pages from when the boys were little. Wowza. Wowza, wowza. So cute, so cool. There's a map. And then here he is in the forest, climbing up on a couple trees. In fact, by the way, there's even something else today that happened in my life. I ate honey, because so many of you are telling me, just get out the honey. And we always buy local honey. So I got some local honey out and I started eating it. Maybe that's helping my cold too. That's pretty. I like that. What are the colors that are in this paper? Barely Blush, Basic Black, Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Golden Glow, that's the gold color in there, Hydrangea Hue, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Timid Tiger, Very Vanilla. There are 3 new in colors in there. The Barely Banana in Piglet's Face, the Hydrangea Hue in Eeyore, and the Golden Glow throughout, because you got to have honey and Golden Glow. And then there's an embossing folder that you can get that's 3D, and it's the 100 Acre Woods embossing folder. And then there is, and it's nice and big, and then there are 2 bundles that you can get. All right, let's take a peek at the bundles. We have one that has frame dies in it. Oh, and I pulled them out already. That's good. So all of these frame dies, and look at, they kind of nest together, so you could make, kind of that nesting look. We have acorns with acorn tops. We have leaves, all of these beautiful frames. And then you have a couple frame images for stamps, and you have sentiments, words that were in the publications of the books. Oh, bother. Oh, love it. Old friends are the best friends. Okay, and then the other bundle are the imageries of the characters. Imagery of the characters. So we have all of these little guys here with frames to match. The honey, yep, the honey pot has a frame. The pots of honey in a row have a frame. And then you have some other pieces. You have a tree stump. You have a jar of honey with some honey that could be sitting over the side of it, looking like it's oozing over the side. We have leaves. We have a wood plank with a point. Another one that's shorter with a point, so you could make signs, I suppose. You could put like these frame pieces up on signs, maybe, or they could become fences. Oh, here's the top of the. Here, I'm gonna pull that out so you can see it better. This is the top of the wood, the stump. So it sits right there. And then because it's got this little tab here, that is meant to connect with it. This is all coming together now. I'm seeing it, I'm seeing it. So you would die cut that out and then you'd connect these two pieces so you could have them in two different colors, which is perfect because the slice of the wood is so different than the inside. I don't know which one goes where. Anyways, it's so different than the outside. You've got honeycombs. Yay! Oh, you guys, this is gonna be fun to play with. Okay, lots of creating ahead of me. Did the dies? Oh, yes, yes, yes. That was the reason why I shared that last. Okay, let's pull out the paper. There are a couple papers in here. Actually, there's more than a couple. Let's grab that one. And is it this one? And oh, here, like there's a ton of them, you guys. Let me look here, see if any of these dies will cut out the papers. I believe they do. So let's take a peek. So these are little characters. Let's check. We have a little Pooh Bear that can get cut out. We have, oh, here's another page. Let's see. This is Pooh and Piglet together, but I don't see a Pooh and Piglet together in here. Oh, here, right there. There it is. Okay, let's just focus on this one paper for a while. There's another one. And I needed to put these on magnets anyways. Here's Tigger, T-I-double-G-R. And then we have Piglet and a little dandelion that has seeded. We have Kanga. And we have, what's this one? Oh, this is Rabbit. There's Rabbit. And we have Eeyore. Oh my goodness sakes. And we have pots of honey. Can you see all these, you guys? This is great. We have this jar of honey. You could cut out this whole thing, I think. What's this one? This one goes with, oh, the owl. Mr. Owl. Is that his name? I can't remember his name. There you go. You could die cut this whole sheet with all of those. I don't think these are cuttable with dies. And they do not, no, they don't look like the, and on this one, nope, different shapes. But that one sheet, yes. Now with this one, we're gonna go to our other dies and we'll take a peek at what can be cut out here. Well, I bet this, oh, here we go, because it's just a frame. This one is just a frame. So that one would cut out this one. And this one. Oh my gosh, it would cut out all of these. This is just a frame die that would work with all of these. All of these. All the rest of these have like a, oh, I lied, not this one. But all the rest of these, do you see them in here? They have like a little stitching or a dotting or something really, really cool on the ends, right on the inside of the cut line. So you get like some little marks. But this one and this one are frames in and of themselves, and I bet they're the ones that go with the stamps. They're the ones that go with the stamps. Yes, they are. So that way you're not taking away from your beautiful stamp imagery when you die cut them out. So these are frame dies only. And the rest are more decorative frame dies that you could use as well. Oh, so much fun. And I don't even know, I think it goes here. Yeah, so I need to get those on magnets. Oh my goodness, I hope you had a blast with this. There's gonna be some good stuff ahead. If you are not a demonstrator, remember that you have May 5th to look forward to, and you can request a catalog from me if you live in the US and you don't have a demonstrator already, or you're not a demonstrator already. If you are a demonstrator, you can pre-order now. You can get your catalog redeemed on your first order that you place. And if you're not a demonstrator but want to be one, you can click on the link in my description to join my Stampers with Art Stars group and be on the fun of getting discounts and pre-orders and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna look for questions now. I'm gonna go back and forth here. Thank you for asking the question if the dies cut out the characters and frames. I appreciate that because I almost forgot to do that. Available to purchase for all will be May 5th. I love that you guys put question marks at the end of your questions because I'm just looking for question marks. If I order the suite, will I get both bundles? Yes, you will. I'm going to keep scrolling back here. How many boys do I have, says Stacy? I have two. I have two boys. I'm trying to think how we decorated their rooms. Oh, Luke had more like an artsy, I did something artsy with papers. I should go back in my photos and look. But yeah, they each had different decorations because that's the way we roll, right? We like to have differences, and I don't know. You want to treat your boys both special in different ways, your kids both special. I'm checking to see if there's any other past questions that I missed, you guys. And I'm sorry if I did. If I did, because I'm not going to be able to scroll back to all the comments, but ask them now because I'm peeking at the most recent. I love how some of you are sharing that some of your kids' rooms were Pooh Bear. Over the moon with this. Good, I'm glad. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Reading. So as I'm reading the rest of these real quickly, I just want to say that we had a live earlier today that you can watch so you can see the technique card called Bargello. And I did complete a card with my paper pumpkin afterwards with kind of our Bargello technique background too. So, so just a little bit more paper pumpkin inspiration in this video. How tall are those in color dots? Okay, Kathy wants to know how tall the dots are. Here they are, okay. And they might say it in the catalog, but I'm happy to measure. Let's take a peek at them. All right, so each dot is 3/16 of an inch large if they're the bigger ones, and 2/16 or 1/8 if they are the smaller ones. So between 1/8 and just a little over 1/8, okay? Let's see if there are any other questions that I missed. Thank you, Patsy, you're sweet. I do love teaching and explaining and, okay. And if you're new to my channel, I just want to also refer you to the calendar link that's in my description, because when you go there, you can see upcoming lives that I have. Next week is going to be a whole whirl of fun. And on Friday of this week, if you're a special member that stands out, you have like a little rhinestone next to your name. And on this live screen that I'm watching, your names are green, but it might be different on your screen. But yeah, all of those people are members. It's the $5.99 level where you get that extra bonus of a video, an extra video each week. Are all the products available May 1st, even the Pooh? And I'm going to go back to that because May 5th is actually the date. And this is why, excuse me, we're going to have a coughing fit. Stampin' Up! Works on the first Tuesday of every month for their releases. April 1st happens to be on a Tuesday. This month, I think March, was that the 4th or the 3rd? I'm going to take a peek at my calendar. March. March happened to be on the 3rd. February happened to be on the 3rd. January happened to be on the 6th. So that's why the date is not exactly the 1st of every month. They work on the first Tuesday of every month is when they release stuff. So it will be actually May 5th for the release. And the Pooh Suite will only be available in the US, but everything else is available in all the markets that Stampin' Up! Offers product in. Watch your dies. Don't want to lose it without really playing with. Yes, they're right here. I won't lose them. We'll get them on magnets soon. Sorry, I'm reading my comments over here because they're easier to read than on my iPad. Feel better and thank you. Oh, I appreciate you. Thanks, Barbara. You're jealous. I'm sorry. I'm guessing that you're not in the U.S. Is that I'm gonna botch your name because I'm doing a live. Let's try it. Marielle. It's pretty. I like it. I just don't know how to say it. I hope I didn't botch it up. That paper pumpkin card with the Barjala. Oh, good. I'm glad you like that, Maureen. And not. Oh, you're asking how. Oh, okay. We talked about the depth of them. That's what you want to know, right? Tall as far as off the page. We talked about how tall a lot of those embellishments were, and I didn't see any that were significantly like over a 1/16 of an inch. Kind of these, I want to say, are even like a 1/16 of an inch. They're pretty flat. I mean, they're not like flat like the butterfly embellishments and the dragonflies. Remember those? But they're pretty flat. And like they're not as flat as sequins. But the butterflies and the dots, and I even want to say, where are those other ones? The ones that are my favorite colors. Oh, I don't know. Everything's stacked so funny here. I don't even know where those are. But nothing felt real significantly high. I have to grab something. Forget about it. So I think you're good to go in using them on cards, if that's what you're asking. I'm glad that we figured that out. All right. Oh, and you know what? Debbie already answered you before I did. And are the butterflies lower? I want to say that they're flatter feeling on top. They don't have a roundness to them. I don't know if they're significantly lower. They just don't have a roundness to them. And to answer your question on the Pooh Suite, Marielle, I don't know. And Stampin' Up! Hasn't given us an answer on that. But there's there's copyright issues, which made it only released to the US. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have a coughing fit. Okay. I mean, maybe down the road, right? Who knows? You're welcome. Thank you, Kelly. It's not pneumonia. I got my test back from that. I did a virtual visit with the doctor this morning, and then I went into one of their clinics and did a quick x-ray of my lungs, and it's not pneumonia, so that's good. That is stunning, that technique with the paper pumpkin kits. Good. Okay, you guys, well, I love you so much, and I appreciate you coming on the live. I don't see any other questions. You're just giving me all this wonderful, yummy, warm, fuzzy feedback now, and I don't want to keep you for any longer than I need to, so I will let you go. I'm still reading comments here. You're so great, and you're so sweet to come on the live with me. You have a great rest of your evening. We took a little bit longer than I had hoped to in this live, but I will let you go. So we'll see you on Friday if you're a paying $5.99 per month member of my YouTube channel. If not, I will see you next week for the craft along. Kicks off on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, take care, everyone. Appreciate you all. And now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.